Okay, this is the pumpkin after I took it out, and this is a Trac Lok. This is from Dana, very important company, and made in Ohio. Now I want to show what is wrong with this thing. Okay, here you can sort of see what's wrong with this. Right here, this gear is supposed to be up here. So it has slipped down there, and it is very difficult, going to be very difficult to get that thing back in place. And it's just way too far down, because here you can see what effect it had right there. Can't even see the hole. There's supposed to be a hole there for the pin to go in. Here's where the carrier was, and here's one of the adjusters. You can see it through here. Now this hole right here, I was able to use that to spin the adjuster without the differential falling out and hitting me in the head or something like that. And same on the other side. Now you can see this adjuster, and I've got this special tool that I made to turn the adjuster right there. And that's going to be to turn that, not only this adjuster but the other side when I have to put the differential back together. So I'm going to take that out and explain it a little bit more. Okay, here's the adjuster tool that I made, and this is fitting right here is 1.5 inches, and then this pipe is 3 feet long, and I have a socket. It's 11 millimeter, but you can use whichever one you have if you have an extra one. And I found extra ones at pawn shops and stuff like that, but I welded that on to the other end. It's got 1/2 inch drive. Well, one of the interesting things about this Trac Lok is that it has a clutch pack. There's one clutch pack over here and one in here. Well, you can compress these, and possibly that will free up these gears here so I can get them out. I can't believe I got this where it should be. This gear here and this one, so far they look like they're lined up. There's one problem. I've got to get this back in there. I tried hammering it a little bit, but so far it hasn't gone in yet. If you can see down here, I've got the whole thing resting on this axle, and I had to put my feet on here to keep it from turning. So I finally turned this top part until the gears were in the right position. Now we're going to see if it's going to work. Everything's a struggle. Well, now we're going to look at this differential and what I did. First of all, I put this pin in because I did not want these gears in here, these spider gears, to spin. The second thing I did was I put in a bolt such as this that was just long enough so that I could get a nut on it. And I had to use two big washers similar to this and plus two smaller washers because this bolt is about 3/8. Another thing I had to do was these right here are Fender washers. I got two metric Fender washers with one of them having about a 3/8 inch hole. The other one had a larger hole. But you have to use something larger because I had to press these gears. Okay, I have to take off this spring because it's interfering with this emergency brake actuator down here. So I'm going to lay out the parts, how they came off. I had to take this spring off first, but these springs right here, I had them like this. Now they're going to have to go like this. So I got the green one off also. I'll just let it hang there. Now you have to turn this little pin right here. You have to turn it so that it fits into the groove. Like that. It's got to look like this one over here. I'll get a close-up of it. It's got to look like this one over here, where this pin is horizontal in this case. It was vertical. And then you turn it with your little pliers so that it's horizontal. Same over here. Both these springs on the bottom go this way, with the long part facing the rear. Now this is the driver's side. Push this spring back in. There. Both sides. Okay, there you go. Make sure these shoes are in the right position. Now, out of all the years that I worked with my father doing farming, I never knew how to load a grease gun. You're going to get your grease cylinder from like AutoZone in this case, because I wanted high temperature grease. Well, you take the pull tab on top of the grease container, and it'll be a cylinder made of paper and steel. Take that steel cap off. Take your old cylinder out of this cylindrical area. You have to unscrew this top right here in order to get the old one out. once you get the old one out, then that steel cap, that goes toward this area here. And then there's a small plastic cap like this. Take that off. Now, I saw a video where they did not say to take this cap off, but you got to take this cap off. It's held on there with shrink wrap. Pull this plunger clear back. Put your new cylinder in here, inside this, after you unscrew the top, because this top unscrews. Now don't unscrew the bottom. Although the bottom unscrews, don't take it off. You got to take this off up here. Now this hose is barely usable, but it'll be okay. Now these adjusters here, I have to turn them with this screwdriver. It's very difficult to get in there. And the reason why I have to do that is because in the wheel bearing over there, on that side, on the driver's side, the wheel bearing is a replacement repair bearing. And they have a smaller diameter hole to get through because they're trying to seal that area with a sort of another seal. It's got two seals on it, and you can't use the regular adjuster that I made, so I have to turn it with a screwdriver.